Okay, use the triangles to answer the question. If triangle ABC is similar to triangle DEF, what is the measure of side, the distance of ED? How do you know? Select two answer choices for one for each of the questions. Okay, so they are giving us the how do you know option. They're giving us side angle side similarity, angle angle similarity, or side 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 similarity. One way you could do this to eliminate is just click on key terms, and I'm actually going to drag it over here, and not listed in that. So if I just scan on this concept A, two angles, so that would be angle, angle. Concept B is include an angle. I guess I could click on show all. So there's the angle, angle similarity postulate, so that is a rule. The next one you could scan to would be in red, would be side angle side, so that is another possibility. Just checking to make sure that all of these are actual possibilities. And then side, side, side. So yes, those are all three valid options for the side angle side, or for similarity. So now it would just be a determination of which one do we have. So if we go to this first option, side angle side, I'm going to use this larger one because it wants us to find this measure of ED. So that means I don't know all of the values. I don't have side, side, side because one of the sides in the triangles is missing. So that eliminates this one. And then, so that's why I can eliminate that one. So if we have side angle side, I'm noticing that in this larger triangle I have a side, I have this 90-degree angle, and then I have another side measure. I have its corresponding side, I have that same angle measure, and the other side length, and 2 to end up being 4, you would double it or multiply it by 2. So 3 to end up being to 6, you would end up multiplying it by 2, right? So we do have a side angle side similarity. We have two proportional sides and the same congruent included angle. Both of those were marked as 90 degrees. So we kind of talked about what the proportionality was. To go from 2 to 4, you multiplied it by 2. And to go from 3 to 6, you multiplied it by 2. So we're going to do the same thing with square root of 13. We're going to multiply it by 2 because that is our scale factor. So it will end up being 2 square roots of 13. When you multiply anything with a radical, oh, sorry, that's a 3. Just pretend that's a 3. If I said 2 times this, it ends up looking like this, 2 square roots of 13. There's an implied multiplication right there. Or if I had 10 times square root of 22, it would end up being 10 square roots of 22 because that multiplication is implied. Just like when you have 10 times x, it ends up being 10x. It's the very same thing with radicals, with that square root sign. That square root sign is actually called a radical. So that's how you multiply that and how we would end up with 2 square roots of 13 for our other side length.